myself. Nothing of what I feel is real. But fuck, I'm such a drama queen. I know it's just a crush. 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 I know it's just a crush. 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 You said hi and I thought, here we go. Can you tell that I am all but sober? Never realized my friends aren't home. Suddenly you're all I need. The situation that gets me frustrated, it's all in my head. I fall in love way too easily. I always need to remind myself. Nothing of what I feel is real. But fuck, I'm such a drama queen. I know it's just a crush. 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 I know it's just a crush. 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 I know that it's just a crush, but I always read way too much into stuff. Nothing of what I feel is real. But fuck, I'm such a drama queen. I know it's just a crush. I know it's just a crush. I know it's just a crush. 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 I know it's just a crush. 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 I know that it's just a crush, but I always read way too much into stuff. Nothing of what I feel is real. But fuck, I'm such a drama queen. I know it's just a crush. I know it's just a You walked in and I thought, here we go. One look and I am all but sober. I forget that I've been here before. But suddenly you're all I see. The situation that gets me frustrated, it's all in my head. I fall in love way too easily. I always need to remind myself. Nothing of what I feel is real. But fuck, I'm such a drama queen. I know it's just a crush. 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 I know it's just a crush. 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 You said hi and I thought, here we go.
That's what happens. Oh, unfortunately, I had the microphone turned off too. I'm such a dork, right? Do I have it right now? Anybody? There's 9 in here. Okay, Mitch, sorry. I think I got it fixed now, but Oh, wait. Let's use this bill. No, it's selected. Thank you. Mitch gave up on me. He goes, God, that Philo's an idiot, man. I super chat him. I send him rocket shots. What a loser. Sorry, Mitch. Technical difficulties. And work on your patience, Mitch. You're going to need it if you ever live here. Joe Plum. Thank you, Ricky. James Lonergan, good morning. Welcome to the live stream. One of my now mini wrenches. I've got a bunch of wrenches now. James has been going out for that monster breakfast and missing my live streams. He's in here this week. So what's happening in the world? Tim Zayat, good morning. Welcome to the live stream. See, Tim's smart. He waits 5 minutes because he hates the music. Mike and Arlene from the lovely Candy Palace. Good morning to Doc Mike. You sound a little off frequency. Well, come on now. Come on now. It's the Philippines. Matthew Vanderheiden, thank you so much, sir. Appreciate that. $20. That's a lot of money in the Philippines, baby. You can eat breakfast for 2 weeks on $20 in the Philippines. Ah, for the little guy. Okay. $20 for Tony Jr. That's 1,000 pesos, folks. Right here. Finally in the Philippines. Oh, how about Mama? Wow. Greg Best Night, good morning, sir. I told you, those Filipinos, man, they're always on the game. Always on the game. Ah, you heard the applause. Well, that's applause to that. By the way, Ricky, you'll be happy to know I did absolutely nothing. I gave up on it. But it's working today. That's great. I even went through the entire owner's manual, believe it or not, which is something we don't do, right? You never read the instructions. That's for losers. But I went through the entire owner's manual this morning, and I couldn't find anything that said I had to select a certain button to make those sound effects work. See, I've got gunshot. You hear this? Laughter. That's what you guys were doing at me 3 minutes ago. You were laughing at me because I'm stupid. That's what Mitch Bromwell was doing. He was booing me. That's what I hear when I ask you guys for a sound check and I get no response. Ow! That's what Jonah does to me 3 times a day. Yeah. How about that? We are up and running full stream on the 21st of March, 2023. Okay, so today's topic, we've only got 14 people in here, but we'll highlight today's topic, which is living in the Philippines with no car. Those of you who have been around for a long time know I'm going up on 6 years and never had a car in the Philippines. And I have many expat friends who have cars and don't use them. So that's our subject for today. And keep in mind, this is only my opinion based on where I've lived in the Philippines. I lived in Manila, where public transportation was fantastic. It's equally as good here in Angeles. But when you've got really good public transportation, cheap, a car is really the least of your worries. And we're going to have a trike. So we're going to be, that's baby formula, by the way. Mike, yeah, exactly, Tim. Owner's manual. And then, 2 months later, you read it and you go, that's what I needed to do. Or, I didn't know my motorcycle did that. That's cool. Mike, the trike project, I pick it up April 10th. I have no idea what the progress is on it. It will be completed on the 10th of April. Tim Zyak, 10 years and no car. I think by the time I've got 10 years, I'll have a car. I just don't need one. You shouldn't buy something that you don't actually need. We can walk across the street here. We've got one of the largest bus stations and Victory Liner stations in the Philippines. That Victory Liner terminal here at Dau is massive. And there are Pacific Cross. There are buses leaving for Cubao, which is the most popular destination in Metro Manila. First stop SM North, every 20 minutes to Cubao. And sometimes sooner because the buses fill up just like that. Everybody goes to Cubao. Ricky USA, you are correct. Parking is a massive headache. Now, again, this isn't for everybody. This is how I roll. It's only my opinion. It means nothing. Okay. Although, for those of you who have been paying attention to Philippine vloggers, there's not very many people that have a car. And if you remember, Ned and Michelle from My Philippine Dreams, way back in the beginning, they were one of three of the first vloggers in Dumaguete. And Ned went out and bought this used Mitsubishi Montego or whatever. Plus, he had a scooter, Honda Click, I believe. He was always pushing the Honda Click. And I followed along. I started renting them, and they are nice bikes. Really great for getting around. He sold that car in less than a year later after buying it because it just sat there. He never used it. Other things to think about, folks, are if you have a wife and or a girlfriend who's working full time. Because everybody says, oh, you got to buy a car, man. You can go to Baguio for the weekend. You can go here for the weekend. You can do this for the weekend or that. No, you can't. You can only go when your girlfriend or wife has a day off. If you have kids, then you've got double trouble because you've got kids with school schedules that need to be met. So your window of opportunity for this awesome trip, the weekend of Baguio or a weekend in Puerto Galera, narrows down considerably depending on the situation that you're in, right? Now, we're going to have a full house of kids. We're going to have 2 kids here. And by the way, that Victory Liner goes all over Luzon. And it's super reliable and it's super cheap. You could ride the Victory Liner for a lifetime here in the Philippines. If you're an old guy like me, you could ride the Victory Liner for a lifetime and never spend the money that you would on a car. There you go. There's a comment. Thanks, Mike, from somebody who is both province and Angeles City. And Mike, you're one of the people I think about when I think about expats who don't use their cars. There's many. There's many here that I've met. Also, a car may appeal more to somebody who is a PWD, okay, and is unable to ride a motorcycle. But nevertheless, the comment about, oh, you have to buy a car, you've got a family, there's 2 things in common that all of these people that say this have. Number one, they don't live in the Philippines. And the number 2 thing they all have in common is they don't ride motorcycles. They're non-riders. So an automobile or a car is the only option they have. Yeah, and James Lonergan is looking at it from a safety standpoint of view, which is very smart. Very smart. I've been a motorcycle rider for a long, long time. So for me, it's just, after riding in Los Angeles, the traffic here is not much different, with the exception of the fact that people in LA stay in their lane. And Tim Zayek hires a car and a driver to go to the VA clinic. And you don't even have to do that. Victory Liner takes you right down to Ermita. You can get yourself a hotel. Whenever I go to Manila, I'm spending the night because I love that city. I'll never do a down and back in Manila, except with the exception of going to SM North for shopping. I come home after that because that's just Quezon City. But if you ever find me down in Ermita or Malati, I'm staying. I love that area. It's so much fun. There's so many things to see, so many things to do. But then again, that's me. Many people think, oh, you don't want to be in Manila. That place is nothing but a giant shithole. Well, again, somebody who doesn't live in the Philippines. Parking the SUV is hell. Exactly. Finding parking. There's no parking here at all. They haven't figured out the whole parking garage scene that we have in the USA, where they can grab a little bit of money from you while you're parking your car. Look at Disneyland. What's Disneyland charge to park? Greg says that a grab car going across town is only $2. That's correct. Very cheap. Jeepney here is 12 pesos. I'm a jeepney guy myself. I like going Filipino style. Then when I lose my patience, everything's going too slow, I get a trike. That's normally how I roll. But still, Tim can't ride the bus. He's got a bad back. Maybe, Tim, you could take you one of those lumbar support pads, or use your backpack that you're wearing. Shove a towel in the bottom of that, put that behind your back. Maybe it would make it bearable. I don't know. I love the Victory Liner, man. I'm a big fist pumper for Victory Liner. Those guys rock. Glenn from BT and Betty's, good morning. I lived in Manila with a giant family. We never owned a car. Or actually, we did own a car. We did have a car for the first year I lived in Manila. Uncle was living with us, and we had a big Mitsubishi Montego or something like that. But even with that car in our driveway, Melanie and I were on the motorcycle. Because that's how you get around. That's how you get around the Philippines. On 2 wheels, baby. The baby is doing fine. Getting more guapo every day. Glenn Dawson, welcome from Australia. Thanks for joining the live stream. And cheers to you, sir. We have a sleeping Shih Tzu here next to the sound deck. And Junior's probably, he was watching LAX live. We put his baby crib next to the TV, and I had the LAX live show on, and he's just watching it. So I think he's partial to the Korean Air 747 that comes from Incheon. He was really into that one. It was landed at LAX right when we turned it on. He was like, wow. There was a lot of Filipinos on that plane coming from the U.S. Oh, sorry. BT and Betty's glad he is awesome. Have a baby around for about an hour. Maximiliano, good morning. Maximus might have a opinion on this subject. I don't know. What do you think, Maximus? Car or no car, based on your experience? Maximus, there's going to be 747s flying in the air for the next 30 years. 30 to 40 years. They anticipate 30 to 40 years before they're completely gone. They just delivered the very last one. What, a month ago? The very last 747 produced was just delivered to its client, and that airplane's life expectancy is 40 years. Not to mention the ones that are still out there. It appears that many of them are being converted to cargo carriers. Okay. If Walter comes in, Walter would have an opinion on that because Walter's very well connected with the airline industry. Yeah, Boeing just delivered the last new one. They delivered to Atlas, didn't they? Atlas Air. Does anybody remember? They're being phased out of commercial air. That's correct, Tim. They're using the wide body, I believe 777 now, that wide body. That's what I flew over on with Philippine Air last time. I think it's a 777. I don't know if I'll need it. You got to think about how many thousands and thousands of Filipino families live in this country with no harm. And our family's no different. I've not flown a 747 in a long time. Last airline I flew was Northwest. Wow. The last time I flew on a 747 was from LAX to Incheon on Asiana, and it was about 3 years ago. Yes, it was a cargo plane. I believe it was delivered to Atlas Air. Yeah, they bought out by Delta. So Delta ends up being the big dog. I always thought that United would be on top. You know how there's always one airline that's number one. Thank you. I saw it. I watched it here live as it was being delivered. But, Philo's got that Imperador soaked brain, so. Don't always remember things the way I should. Not to mention the fact that I'm up at 2 a.m. every single day. Not because of the baby, just because I'm a busy man. I've got shit to do. LA Clippers, baby. Who's in? Who's in with the Clippers this year? Anybody? They look good. Although Dallas, don't be surprised if Dallas doesn't do something big. I mean, they got a big addition there about a month ago. They got Kyrie Irving, and they got the tall kid. Can't remember his name. Both incredible NBA players. Kyrie Irving at one time was considered the best player in the league. He's now playing for Dallas with who? Jonah Dona's Luka Doncic, her boyfriend, her pogey Dallas Mavericks boyfriend, her second boyfriend. Your first boyfriend, Stephen Curry, yeah. Let me know, you guys, if this gets too loud, okay? I'm bumping the meter pretty good there. Okay, where are we at? Sorry, got behind. Very interesting comment. Glenn Dawson, I too got sick of it and left and went back to the USA. At the time that I left, I didn't consider it a permanent move, but I went to work in the U.S. So my intentions were to stay in the USA, and then I was just like, I was in central Indiana. It snowed. It was cold. That's something that the NLEX or that a car is good for, or a big bike. You buy a big bike over 400 cc's, then you are NLEX capable and SC Tex capable. Kyrie Irving was never the best player in the NBA. Don't kill the messenger, Maximus. And by the way, that's Maximus's opinion only. Okay, Mike. Thanks for stopping by, brother. See, that's why Maximus comes to your live stream to stir shit up. Maybe I should have said one of the best players, and I wouldn't have fired you up so bad, Maximus. I guess it's time wise in a car. Yeah, not really. Motorcycle's still much faster. Well, you know what, Maximus? It doesn't really matter what's in your head. All that matters is that little orange ball going through the hoop, baby. Nobody cares what's in his head. Only some psychotic right wing nutcase or left wing nutcase would say something like that. Who cares? It means nothing to anybody. Look at what do you think about Dennis Rodman, Maximus? What was he? Come on now, 17 in the room. Who else has a opinion about car or no car? Anybody? I can only give you mine. Like I said, mine means nothing. Philly Bryan, now Philly Bryan has had a car 90% of the time he's been here. 90% of the time. Rodman was an entertainer. Uh, very, very athletic. The guy was, Charles Barkley and Shaquille O'Neal and that board that they have every week. They speak very, very highly of Rodman. Rodman was the entertainer. Mark Doyle, good morning. Welcome to the live stream, friend. Yeah. He was also dating Madonna for quite a while. Not that that's anything to brag about. I mean, she was, whatever. Richard Stelly says he can carry more with the car and it's faster. I wouldn't say it's faster, but you can definitely carry more with a car. A car in traffic is just, I couldn't imagine driving around here in a car. I'd fucking lose my shit, man. And a motorcycle, it's very easy. Trike, it's also much easier. Trikes can get around the cars. You see, the problem is, Richard, there's something different here in Pampanga. Uh, the people here are just a little crazy. Yeah. But no, there's nothing fast about having a car. Unless you're heading up to La Union. Then you can go up there pretty fast, but you still have to go at night. There's going to be traffic. When we did have a car in Manila, we did all of our traveling at night. We'd leave the house at 2 a.m. to get through the city, get to where we were going. Yeah, he had Carmen Electra too, and she was hot. There you go, Maximus. Now you're jumping on board. Now you're in the sandbox playing with the rest of us, baby. Ricky USA. Ricky, he's also got that small, which I would probably buy too. He has that small Suzuki Espresso. which is kind of like a big trike. Somebody in the neighborhood here has one, and it's a nice little car. You can put a luggage rack on the top of it. Oh, sorry. Every time I've come to the Philippines, I always use public transportation. Yeah, there you go. Public transportation is cheap, cheap, cheap. Maximus has both a car and a motorcycle. Yeah. Before I check out, guys, I'll have a car and 8 motorcycles. And half of those 8 motorcycles will be inside my house, just on display. So, because they're, you know, twist the throttle and shit your pants. Richard Stelly, yeah, I got that, buddy. Sorry. Maximus likes the car for the convenience of the AC and the storage it provides you. Pretty good for a Costco run, or SNR, sorry. Glenn says we were living in the Phils. Me and my wife were driving there and never had a problem, just with the flow. Yeah. Depends on where you're at. I've always lived somewhere that's choked with traffic. I used to laugh at Philly Bryan when he talked about traffic here in Angeles, because of course I lived in Manila, but now I'm living here, and yeah, the traffic does suck. I mean, it's not Manila traffic, but I've seen Manila traffic where you move 1 kilometer per hour. You know, especially when you get down around SMRA. You get down around SMRA on an afternoon, you're going to stare at that mall for an hour. I like the Brio, Maximus. I like it a lot. Yeah, that little Suzuki Espresso is the same thing. Yeah, inexpensive, Ricky. Less than 1 million. Less than 1 million. Oh shit! Oh, that was my knee. I bet you heard that too. I'm such a loser. Okay. Well, today, if you watch Facebook, which most of you do, most of you that are here are also Philo in the Facebook, Philo in the Philippines Facebook people. This is the safety vest that Walter's lovely wife at Ducky Sales produces. Very high quality. You can see the name right there, Ducky Sales, Ducky Sports. And if this is something that you're interested in, okay, this is Jonas. There's one identical that has my name on it. You guys have probably seen it before. You wear this at night. You wear this vest at night, and you are lit up like the Disneyland Main Street Parade. That's right, baby. Everyone's going to see you, even from a long distance. Very high quality. Again, if you want the information of the person that produces and sells these and ships them to your home, check out Facebook. It's on there. I put it up this morning. The radio provides relaxation during the commute. Yeah, I have a Bluetooth electronics for my helmet, and I can play the music right through my phone to the helmet. You pull all the pads out of the helmet, the speakers are placed inside, and when Jonah has hers on, I can push a button and talk to Jonah. Pretty high tech, man. Things are really high tech now. I really like it. There's a guy that lived over in my last neighborhood that had the Rally Sport edition or something. It was it sat a little bit lower. It had bigger wheels, all stock. Kind of like the Civic Si, the Honda Civic Si. Yeah, or you could just ride a motorcycle. But I agree, it's hot. We turned our aircon on yesterday and realized that it needs a Freon recharge. So we've got a big 2.5 split level for the downstairs, and the 1.5 upstairs works fine in the bedroom. This one only worked for about an hour, and the Freon ran out on it. So, yep, this is all true. Richard's from LA also. Yeah, the vests are only good for those people fortunate enough to have working headlights. It's still, when you are a defensive driver or you're defensive minded, there's little things that you do that increase your percentages of safety. Okay, and that vest probably increases your chance by 50% of being seen. And that's what you work with when you're a defensive driver, percentages. If you ride your motorcycle all the way in the left-hand lane, you're eliminating. Instead of riding in the middle, instead of having traffic on both sides, you ride all the way to the left or all the way to the right. You increase your percentage by 50%. That's how you have to think when you're a defensive driver. Rory Thomas, welcome to the live stream, baby. Thanks for joining us, Rory, all the way from the beautiful city of Cebu. RS, that's it. It's slick. Ed Hammer, what's up? How are you, bro? Good to see you. Thanks, man. Thanks for joining. Waze is really good, yeah. Actually, Google Maps has caught up to Waze now. But Waze, back in 2018, Google still had not driven a lot of the streets, especially where I lived, which is near the province in northern Manila. Thanks, Ed. Good to see you, bro. When are you coming down, Ed? Come on. Come down on LS, or let's go to Subic, baby. Subic's got a much better scene. Rory Thomas, sweet. Well, hopefully we can all get together. DJ Joe, where are you? Hook a brother up with some instructions on where to go and meet you guys. Got to see Big Rory while he's here. Navy recruiter in Los Angeles. Very nice. Google bought Waze. No wonder. I just remember Joseph or Ed that Google Maps would kind of give up on you back in 2018, but Waze was always real solid. But I haven't used Waze here at all. I've been using Google. You went back. Oh, I knew that. Sorry, Ed. I knew that. Philly Bryan told me you went back. Oh, you're coming today. Let me read that now. Oh, you're at the airport going to the VA. Oh, you're going to be here till Saturday? Well, bro, there's no excuse at all. There's no excuse at all. DJ Joe, where are you? Yeah, I know, brother. Anyway, Ed, thanks for dropping in, bro. It's been a long, long, long time. For those of you that are here, we're giving away a coffee mug today on a trivia question. A trivia question which you would only know if you're paying attention to your bloggers, not necessarily me. We're giving away a lovely Philo in the Philippines coffee cup, and of course, 2 stickers for your favorite motorcycle. Rory Thomas, sweet. You guys just come over and have dinner. You and DJ Joe, I'll throw it down, baby. We'll drink some mojo. It's on. Dinner at Philo's. Okay? Dinner at Philo's. Waze does, yeah, that's correct. You ping other drivers. That's one thing I always liked about Waze. I would always wave at the guy going southbound. If I was going north, I'd always wave at him. He's like, what? I don't know that guy. Dude, we're wazers. You're not getting it, bro. We're wazers. Ways should have like a salute, that you do to each other, like some kind of a gang sign. I don't know. Your thoughts, Rory? I'm totally stoked. Be totally stoked to see you guys. You're welcome here anytime. Clyde Seaside, welcome to the live stream. Yeah, Philly Brian didn't change it to English. I remember that. What was the question? Roy Thomas says deal. And Glenn says that he wants mojo. Well, I do have the recipe on the Philo in the Philippines website, Glenn, if you want to make some. Maximus, I have not given out the trivia question yet. I have not given the trivia question out yet. It's going to be right at the very end of the live stream. Well, we got 25. That's not too bad. Maybe if I put Junior on, we'll get another 15 people in here. But he's sleeping. Is he sleeping? Oh, he's watching. He's watching the live stream, you guys. He's watching Papa on the live stream, on the big screen, on the big Samsung. He's like, he's giving me the thumbs up. How about you guys? Huh? What do we have here? Let's refresh this thing. Atta boy, Junior. You watch Papa. I'm going to close this thing out and open it back up. See how many thumbs up we have, because I can't see it. I'm not on YouTube. Not now. I don't want to rate YouTube. Okay, I've got 13. That's not too bad. Thank you, honey. Ed, thanks for stopping by, brother. Great to see you, as we say in the tube world. Trivia answer 10. Okay, Ed. When you come back, bro, it's on like Donkey Kong, okay? Don't forget. Philo might even have a big bike. We can do something really cool. Gary T, good morning. How are you? Everyone's doing awesome. Awesome. Junior, we have Junior's baby bed down here next to the Samsung TV. He's watching me on the live stream. Oh, yeah. Hey, buddy. Jonah has had a hard time getting him to sleep. He's a night guy. He stays up till like 2 a.m. before he goes to sleep. We also got in a little snafu over at the Philippine Stadium. You guys know that? The Philippine Arena. We were, God, this was probably 2018. Where were we going? We were coming back from some big water park. And Waze took us to that Philippine Arena. And Uncle's looking at me like, oh, this white boy doesn't know what the hell he's doing. I'm telling him, oh, no, I've got it right here. I've got an iPhone 6, buddy, with Waze installed. You just listen to me. I'll tell you where to go. And that didn't work out for us at all. So Uncle was right. That white boy was a dumbass. He would just look at me and shake his head anyway. Like, God, what's wrong with you? Gary T, I am down to 2. We lost 2. We lost 2 of our dogs in 1 week. They died right here on our front porch, both of them. Because they knew where they were being fed, and we had welcome mats out there for them to sleep on at night. It's cold, at night, and both of them died. Or no, actually, Nemo, the little black guy, he woke up. He died the morning that Junior was born. He woke up here. I fed him. He laid back down, and I knew the time was near for him. So he actually got up and he walked across the street and laid down in the sun, and That's where he passed. And then Big Boy's son, little boy, died just a week later, right here in front. We woke up and he was gone. So I've got two left. Got Big Boy and sorry. Thanks, Roy. Good morning, Lucas. How are you? I've got two dogs left. Big Boy's pretty healthy. Then I've got Stimpy. And Stimpy's manged out so bad and so sketchy that you can't even get near him. But he comes in and eats. We feed him. So he knows where to get his food. I'm down to two. And I'm only feeding neighborhood dogs, so I don't think I'm going to have any more. Unless the chismis gets out in the barangay. You know, the dog chismis, and more start coming. Mark Doyle, yeah, look me up when you come back, brother. Ooh, I'm hungry. I cooked this big breakfast of bacon and eggs for the girls. Province girls got a big giant plate of rice over there. That she laughs at everything I say. I really like you, PG. We might have to keep you around for a few weeks. Lucas took the cats to the vet. Anyam has to go too. That's something that's on my checklist is to get Anyam down to see what he needs, what his next vaccinations are. He's got the first 4, but I remember when I had Maddie in Manila, she had to go back. Yes, Gary T. Although she's extremely jealous of the baby, she will go up and sniff him, you know, and kind of just watching. They do get along. There hasn't been a ton of exposure, but she is super jealous of the baby, especially if Jonah's holding the baby. Then she just, starts barking. What are you doing? Sinigang baboy. Ah, nice. A Filipino delicacy. You see, Lucas is like me. Lucas lives kind of a Filipino lifestyle. Very inexpensive way to go. Yes, you got to use a French press. Robusta beans for the win. Lucas is grinding his own beans. How about that? There's coffee grinders in the Philippines, guys. All hope is not lost for this country. Well, that's a quick 48 minutes, and it's getting hot already. I think the girls are going to be living upstairs today. We can turn that 1.5. We can put everybody in the master bedroom, turn that 1.5 on, and not have to deal with the heat. Then down here, it'll be 106F. It'll be like going to the Korean spa. You want to sit down and say hi, honey? Just for a minute. All right, here comes the boys going live. Going live with Anthony Allen. Oh, I'm going to make some room for you here. There we go.
Good morning, Philippines.
Good morning, Philippines. There he is. Adrian Smith, good morning, sir. 85 at Willowwick. Sweet. Yeah, that's where I was at, Adrian. When I was playing my top golf, I was in the 80s all the time. I got my handicap down to 12, which is a lot, shooting 80s. Gary T, he's got 2 buildings, one in Balabago, and he's got another one down by Koreatown. Not quite in Koreatown, but it's like he has another one that's like on the very last street you can turn off of Fields before you get to Koreatown. Manual coffee grinders are old school. My grandmother had one in her home that would grind the coffee and roast it herself. Oh, I bet that was good. Yeah. Starbucks don't have shit on that. I bet that was good, Maximiliano. Hey, big guy. I think he's punching a Grogan. He's got that face. Squeeze someone out, buddy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that face. He's got the poopy face. Perfect timing. I'm live, Mama. That's my boy. Jim Schultz says hello to Jonah and Tony. How are we doing? 25 in the room. Okay. May as well do the trivia question. Oh, other way. There you go. There you go. There he's in there. He's still watching the big screen. Because it's like this giant, Papa head over there on the big screen. He's like, hey, which one's really you? Because, he's still getting confused like that. Tim Zion says hello to Jonah and Tony. How is everyone adjusting to the feeding times of the baby? And is Philo helping with the feedings? That's none of your business, Maximus.
No comment.
Just because we're vloggers doesn't mean we surrender our right to privacy. And by the way, the baby wakes up at about 3 o'clock for his feeding. 3 o'clock. About the same time that I do. Hasn't been a problem. The only thing she's had recently now, just the last couple of days, is he doesn't want to sleep. Right? How about last night? Did he sleep last night? No. He stays up till like 2 a.m., I don't know if he's waiting on, Godzilla, if he wants to watch a Godzilla movie or what. You remember that when we were kids? Godzilla came on at like midnight. You could watch the Godzilla movies. Gary T says hello to Jonah and Philo Jr. Does Junior wear disposable or cloth diapers? Disposable. Yeah. We've got enough laba in this house already without having to wash shitty diapers. I wasn't named in Filipino tradition by my Filipino parents. I was given my telegram for his middle name is my middle name, Alan. And Alan is my father's middle name. So he has my middle name and my father's middle name. Philo Maximus never gets good sleep. No. I sleep about 4 hours a night. But that's all I need. His body runs on pure motivation, baby. Pure motivation. Oh, now we've got 30 in the room. Okay. Are you guys ready for the trivia question? Now, there are some rules that apply. So we're only going to have to wait 5 minutes. You have to be a member of the Philo in the Philippines Facebook page because you're going to text me the answer. Obviously, you can't type the answer right here where everybody can see it, right? Those of you who have been around for a while have played this game before. I'll give you time to open up your Philo in the Philippines Facebook page. If you haven't already liked it, click the like button, and you can send me a messenger message. Just like we're Facebook friends, okay? We're at 54 minutes. I will do the question at 58 minutes. Philo in the Philippines Facebook. Just push that thumbs up, and that connects us through Messenger. Love Godzilla? Yeah. It would be, and I'm talking young, Adrian. I don't know how old you are, Adrian, but I was in elementary school, and I would stay over at my buddy's house that lived across the street. We were bros. We'd ride our big wheels up and down the street, and his mom would let us stay up and watch. We had a show called Sammy Terry, which was like this guy that introduced the movies, but he came out of a coffin and he would talk on camera. And he had these big eyes. And he was the scariest thing you've ever seen. And he would introduce the movie. There'd be 2 movies. It's called Sammy Terry Hour. Do you tip your garbage collector? to haul away their diapers. I don't, Ricky. Is that customary here? There's not much in there, Ricky. You know, it's kind of like a Shih Tzu food. There's not a whole lot in there. Gary T. Jr. is eating formula. It's actually a pretty high-end formula. I know, Maximus. You don't have to tell me that. Spectre Man would beat up Godzilla. Oh, come on. We're talking about early 70s, Maximus. Early 70s, bro. Godzilla was the man. Who else? I mean, back then, when I was a kid, your biggest heroes were Godzilla and Batman, because they had the Batman and Robin hour. You remember that? But Batman always got his ass kicked. I was really more of a Green Hornet kind of guy. You know, Green Hornet was a badass. That was Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee was his sidekick. Batman and Robin always ended up tied up somewhere, you know, and they'd have to figure out a way to get out of it. They always got captured and tied up, but not the Green Hornet. The Green Hornet was a badass. Lucas would probably agree with me. Bona Kid. Tristan drank Bona Kid. Do we have any formula down here? He's drinking something called S24. It's in a big gold box. S26. It's a big gold box. It looks like, you know, kind of looks like the golden ticket that you get from the Willy Wonka chocolate factory. Yeah, Godzilla was in black and white. And the Chinese would talk. Then 3 seconds later, you'd hear the audio from the Chinese talking. Oh no, Godzilla, Godzilla. Good point. I would expect that from you, Ricky USA, actually, that comment. And you're right. Catwoman was hot. And we were just kids, right? But we knew Catwoman was, she was the shiznits. Okay, 5 more seconds. And you're going to get your trivia question, and you will win a completely useless Philo in the Philippines coffee mug to drink your coffee out of. It's not completely useless. I shouldn't be so hard on myself. This is a nice cup, you guys. And for those of you who visited and didn't get anything, or maybe you did, I can't remember. If you're a regular subscriber of mine, that's free of charge. Okay, trivia question. Trivia question. Again, if you pay attention to your fellow vloggers, not necessarily me, you'll get this question right away. If you pay attention, because most of you skip through the video. We know that, right? YouTube gives us analytics. It tells us. And it even tells us who's skipping through our videos. Maximus. Jim Grady. Great Blue Oyster Cult song. Yeah. You're even going to get an applause for that one. All right. There was a debate not long ago on the correct pronunciation of the city I live in. Not Mabalacan, but Angeles City, by the way, which pronounced Angeles. I always say Angeles. I was corrected long time ago when I called it Angeles City. My wife said that's incorrect. You're going to offend people. Okay, how do you say it? It's Angeles. There was a debate about this, maybe 2 months ago. And a certain Filipino national was asked, how do you pronounce the name of the city? And he gave a certain answer. Does anybody remember what that answer was? And not only did he give a certain answer, but his answer is what most Kapampangans call Angeles City. And it's not Angeles City. They have a different name for it. If you're paying attention to your vloggers, you will know that, because it was a little fact that I didn't know. and I put it in my head. You're always doing that, James. The local people that have lived here for years and years have a name for Angeles City. It's very common. And that name was revealed on a certain vlogger's channel. A vlogger that you guys all watch. It wasn't me, by the way. I just absorbed the information. Can anybody get it? My phone's not going off. People all around this area in Pampanga. Linda Tessier. What's up, Lucy? Welcome to the live stream, honey. How are you? Did you see the pictures I've got of that awesome Shih Tzu I got? Oh, baby. Good to see you, Lucy. Thanks for stopping in. That's not the correct answer, Maximus. The answer has to come to my phone via messenger. Pampangans have a name for Angeles City. What is that name? Miss you too, honey. This is somebody I worked with you guys for, God, 30 years probably. And her husband's a hot rod guy. He always has the coolest cars. They lived in San Clemente, Southern California folks, just like me. And yeah, great to see you, Lucy. City of Angels, no. Sin City, no. Maximus, you're supposed to answer on the cell phone, buddy. Nobody's getting it. That's okay. We can carry the mug over to next week's live stream. Clyde Seaside, that's incorrect. I did get your text, that's incorrect. The people of Pampanga that live outside Angeles City have a name for it, and it's a long time name. They've been using it for years and years and years. I finally stumped somebody. Normally, my trivia questions are super simple. Everybody gets them. Or at least 5 people get them. Then I have to select the winner. I'm hearing crickets. Or ravens. Maximus. I'm hearing crickets. No, that is the hospital, Maximus. That's where Tony Jr. was born. Take this, Maximus. Wrong answer. Anybody else? We're an hour and 4 in. Come on now. I can't put that up on the screen, Maximus. I'm going to shoot you again. This is a family-friendly show. Matthew Vanderhayden. Denied. Hey, these buttons are fun. Keep guessing wrong. I've got a few more. Maximus will just give you a slap just for GP. Ow! Me love you a long time. No. Yeah. Maximus wants that coffee mug, but he's answering the wrong way. So far, we only have one person that texted the answer, and it was incorrect. from the lovely city of Adelaide, Australia. Tim Zayak is saying Palakat. You get the boot. Two beers, I couldn't give two shits about any type of a tan. But welcome to the live stream, friend. Nope, it's not Balabago. You should be dead by now, Maximus. Two beers, thank you, sir. Junior, you know what? You guys are putting Junior to sleep, all right? That's how entertaining you are right now. Come on, somebody get this. Just think. I've even given you long enough to put the video up and watch it. You've even had long enough to watch the video. And most of you know exactly who I'm talking about. I'll tell you. No, I'm not going to tell you. I'm logging off at 1:10, so you got 4 minutes. Thank you, Two Beers, for... Oh, we have somebody that sent an answer. Glenn from BT and Betty's. Matthew Vanderhayden, I got yours. No. Glenn, I don't have yours yet. Lakanbala Ning Anhalets. No. No. Come on, anybody. We've got until, I'll go till 1:12. How's that? 5 more minutes. Love it, 97. Congratulations, Philo, on the new baby. Thank you, love it. Mama, you are not playing. You already have your Philo in the Philippines coffee cup and t-shirt and hot sauce and blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Thumbs up for the proud new daddy and mothers. Thank you, Two Beers. We're going 4 more minutes to 1:12. You better low crawl out of my room, Glenn. Low crawl. Get some. Get some. Get some. Get some. Who remembers that scene? Okay, what's that scene from? We'll do something easy. What movie is that scene from? Since no one's getting the trivia question, I just asked another one. Where is this from? Get some. Get some. Come on, Maximus. You don't know the answer to that? Come on, you guys. That's Scarface. No. Apocalypse Now. No. Lucy, Top Gun. No. Apocalypse Now. Who else do we have? Linda T is playing along. Come on, you guys. Do I have to give you another line? Matthew Vanderhayden. We have a winner. Boy, Matthew, you're winning a lot lately. Full Metal Jacket. They're in the helicopter, and the guy asks, how do you shoot young women and children? And the guy says, easy. You just don't lead them as much. Get some. Get some. Get some. Get some. You got it now? Full Metal Jacket. Boy, Matthew, you're winning a lot lately, buddy. That's twice. Now you got 2 mugs. I better write that down. Matthew Vanderhayden, 2 mugs. Congratulations to Matthew Vanderhayden. Another winner on the Philo in the Philippines show. And just in time, it's 1:10. Good job, Matthew. Good job. Isn't this fun? Are we having fun? Maximus is still guessing wrong. Tropic Thunder. Maximus, do you have like a, 25-year-old computer or something? Are you lagging behind us there? Full Metal Jacket is the correct answer. Our winner from last week is also a winner this week. How's that? Matthew, try to remember that I owe you 2 months, okay? Because I'll probably forget. I do have you written down on my Post-its on my desktop. He's out. It must have been the machine gun fire that knocked Junior out. He was like, "Oh, I'm getting sleepy. Daddy's shooting the machine gun again." How do they know they're VC? Yeah. If they don't run, he said they're very well disciplined. If they run, they're VC. If they walk, they're well disciplined VC. Matthew Vanderhaden is going to try to be here by September. Okay, I've got you, brother. So far, you've got 2 mugs, a bottle of hot sauce, and lunch and or dinner at Tequila Reef Restaurant. Yay! Applause. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for playing. All right, guys, it's 1:12. And what that means is it's time to get out of here. Let's play some music.
Can you tell that I am all but sober? Never realized my friends went home. Suddenly you're all I need.
See you next time.
Situation that gets me frustrated. It's all in my head. I fall in love way too easily. I always need to remind myself. Nothing of what I feel is real. But fuck, I'm such a drama queen. I know
Wait a
it's
minute.
just a crush.
Thanks, Maximus. I didn't give you guys the answer to trivia. The answer is Pampanga City.
Oh, it's just a crush.
Pampanga City.
Crush. Crush.
Just like that. Pampanga City. Okay?
But I always read way too
That was the
much.
answer to the trivia question. That's the music.